Guys, I'm super pumped to be here, South Africa. It is 27 degrees, super pumped, loving the weather. I'm even more pumped because I get to make wine. And that's something that's very interesting to me because out of beer, wine, and spirits, wine, I'm a little bit more intimidated and a little less knowledgeable than the other two. So very excited to learn from one of the oldest wineries here in South Africa, and we're gonna go check out a couple other things. I hope you guys enjoy. I've been in your waters. Welcome to Groot Constantia, the oldest winery here in South Africa. As you can see, it's harvest season, and I'm going to teach you guys all about making red wine.
My name is Boela Gerber, and I'm the winemaker here. So what we do is we just walk the vineyards. Both rule of us, we go one up and one down each, and then we just sort of pick random berries and we taste it. And all of a sudden they're gonna analyze it,
Really?
and yeah, see what it looks like. Wine can be complicated, but it can also be very simple. Wine's like, it's like, you know, it's fruit. You pick anything overripe, you know, there's nothing as terrible as overripe bananas.
Yeah.
You pick it overripe, and that flavor will translate into the wine. It's like this jammy sort of cooked character in the wine. And if it's unripe, it's any green fruit for that matter. It's not particularly great. It's going to be sort of lean and acidic. The combination of your planting material and the site you plant, so that's probably the most important decision. You get that right, you're 90% there. And then your picking date. If you get those two decisions right, then winemaking is a breeze. If you get it wrong, we've made mistakes. You know.
I'm admiring the view. They're looking at other things. So yeah, what we did this morning was we walked and took samples of the Merlot vineyards. We're right in this area here. We took samples from this vineyard here, and this vineyard, and then this one here. This is where we're at the top. And what they did was they were looking and trying to break it up north and south when they were standing up on the truck just for harvesting. They don't want to pick everything all at once, so they want to pick it different days and balance out their schedule. We brought the samples back to the lab, did a pH and acidity check, and this vineyard right here is ready to pick tomorrow. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to come bright and early tomorrow morning and pick that vineyard there. All right, here we go. Everybody's smiling, enjoying. You got the beautiful weather. So I was trying to race him, but Jennifer over here, pushed me out of the way. And Oma here, look at Oma, man. I'm still on my first one here. She's over here.
We pick with quite big teams. We pick with teams of up to 80, even 90 in some years, people in the vineyard. It's massive teams. But it's very important for me from a quality point of view. I'd rather pick slower, but make sure that the stuff that arrives at the cellar must be picture perfect. You know, raisins, rotten berries, green, whatever.
You know what I think is pretty special about Groot Constantia is doing with these workers. They have a social and economic responsibility per se. They could easily buy machines and run them through, get it done a lot quicker. This is tough work. You only did about 10 rows. Been out here for a couple hours, sun's beating down, you're bent over a little bit. It is tough work coming out day in and day out to do this, so respect to all these workers, especially carrying those buckets full of grapes. A lot of people have been working here 2 to almost 8 years doing this, and they had a smile on their face every step of the way. It was really cool, and I was glad to be part of this.
The beauty of winemaking is for everything that I say to you, you will find somebody that does differently. There's a lot of exceptions, people making sort of weird and wonderful wine. The first step of the actual winemaking is crushing destemming. You often get bitterness or greenness in the stalks, and then we crush it, okay? You don't put it through a blender, you don't mash it, you just gently tear the skin. You get better skin contact, you get more flavor and then color from the skin. You don't want to damage the pips as well, because that can also give some bitterness to the wine.
can see a lot of stuff going on. Really, really cool. What are you filling in here? Chardonnay. So we got Chardonnay going on filling. We've got the press going on right now. So we just harvested some Pinotage. Pinotage is going into the press right now, getting pressed, and then coming out right here through. So the fresh pressed juice is getting pumped. See, falling, going into this tank right here. So a lot of different things going on, a lot of good stuff going on. It's, like I said, it's harvest season.
So everything goes together into one big tank, and we start fermentation straight away. You can do natural ferment. There's a host of wild yeast and bacteria on the outside of the berry, good yeast and bad yeast, so you can take the chance and just sort of create good conditions for the good yeast to do natural fermentation. We take a more conservative approach and we use commercial yeast. So we add the yeast, South African yeast that we add to the skin straight away, and we start fermenting. So if you start picking grapes on the Monday afternoon, we add the yeast, and Tuesday morning fermentation is started.
That juice is money, you know? Everything's money, so you're not wasting anything. You're gonna extract every single ounce.
Especially this one.
This is Grenache.
Only Grenache we got.
Only Grenache, yeah.
You need
every single bit, yeah. If not, it comes out of Hansy's pocket.
You will know it.
You take all the grapes, you put them in here, correct? Do we press them at all, or no? They just go in there, and
lie here for 2 weeks. We pump over for the 2 weeks, 4 times a day.
Yeah.
7, 11, 4, and 10 o'clock at night. You see how much it go down. You can see where it was. You can see it was up here.
Oh yeah.
It's up here, and as the juice go down, it goes like that.
Whose job is it to clean the tanks?
Oh guys. One of us will go in there.
Yeah.
Normally, the first one was only mine.
Yeah.
First one of the harvest is mine now. We just show the guys how it works.
Go to do it?
Yeah.
Oh, we got what? Did you say competition?
Yeah.
Oh.
Empty this thing in the closest. Empty in the closest time.
Yeah. So we're gonna chalk up these clothes as ruined. So because as you can see, this stuff stains. Oh wow. Look at that. Alright. Wow. I mean, standing right here, you're just like, man, it's just like CO2 comes in your nostrils. It's like a burning sensation. It's pretty incredible. You're used to it, my man. Look at you. You're like, quit your whining. This is strong. It's a strong smell. Nothing like a competition to boost work productivity around here. Impressive, my man.
No, man, I'm supposed to 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
That's my...
So here's the thing. So here's the deal. You got 13 minutes.
13:29 seconds.
13:29. So I have to beat 13:29 seconds tomorrow.
Yeah.
If I lose, I owe you a bottle of brandy. If I beat your score, you owe me a bottle of brandy. Here, shake on it. It's okay.
That's a deal.
We're gonna have the whole crowd around. They'll be cheering me on because I haven't done it before. You've done it millions of times.
That is hard, my friend.
So we're going in, cleaning out the rest of this Pinotage. The first thing you get when you open the door, and I'm sure inside the tank, is all that CO2. I mean, that's the first thing. You just get huge whiffs. It's not bad though. You get used to it. Hope so. 2021. And let me tell you, it's a lot of work. He had 12 tons of pinotage grape there just sitting, and it's all compressed, you know. So at first it's like digging into like clay. Once it gets loosened up, it's all right. But you know, I think the big thing is that the CO2 in there, you know, it's like you take a deep breath and it's like burns your nostrils and your throat. Luckily for us, they had some air pumped into the top, but still, I give these guys credit, you know. It's a lot of work. I was in here, dude. Look at the mess that they made. Jeez, you know, I would have fired that dude. Look at this mess. Fired that dude, whoever was in there, man. Tank is clean. We still got to pressure wash the inside to make sure everything is ready for the next bunch of grapes to go in there. You guys are fucking tricking me over here. First thing they asked me, they're like, "Hey, have you ever stolen gasoline before?" The bad thing is I'm like, "Yes." So I knew what I was doing. I was like, "All right, here, let me do this."
Fermentation at relative high temperatures take about 5 to 7 days. It's relative quick. So from the day you pick it till the day you have your raw red wine is about a week. And then we put it in barrel. Put the wine in barrel, and we use mainly French oak. Depending on the style of wine, between 30 to 80% new oak. And we just leave it in French oak for about 15 to 18 months before we take it out, blend it and bottle it. Voila, red wine.
First of all, I wanted to say happy birthday, my man.
Okay, thank you, my friend.
Thank you for everything.
Yeah.
And I looked for best brandy, and this was the best brandy I could find, man. It's got to be here, man.
Yeah, gotta be here. And let's go to my cupboard.
You kicked my butt in the tank challenge. Hey, I owed him a bottle of brandy. I told him I would, but he smoked me by over 8 minutes. And I don't want to tell you, he's like 32, but my man here is turning 50 today. Smoked me, man. Thank you for everything. Thank you for showing us around.
Thank you for you guys, man, to meet you guys is a privilege.
Yeah.
And us, me, my personally, that the pleasure, man.
Awesome, man. Cheers. So here we are, our last day in South Africa, and I thought what better place to go than the southernmost point. I'm extremely grateful for Groot Constantia for teaching me the process of red wine. I know coming in here, I didn't know anything about it, and now I feel a lot more comfortable moving forward. See you guys next time.